Update. Previously I reported on the slanderous misquote dished out by MSNBC, regarding a previous statement from Ron Paul. Here is Dr. Paul's quote again.
The Jim Crow laws obviously had to get rid of, and we're all better off for that, and that is an important issue, so I strongly supported that.
So how did MSNBC report on this? They completely misquoted him in a totally slanderous way. Here is how they quoted him. Quote, "Meanwhile, on CNN this morning, Paul was asked about his opposition to the 1964 Civil Rights Act. He said the country was better off with Jim Crow laws." End quote. I'll say this again, MSNBC quoted Dr. Paul as saying the country was better off with Jim Crow laws. Ron Paul supporters did not take this laying down, and apparently MSNBC certainly heard from the Ron Paul community. They changed the quote, although they did not place the direct quote. Ultimately they took down what was previously there. They replaced it with this. Quote, "Meanwhile, on CNN this morning, Paul was asked about his opposition to the 1964 Civil Rights Act. He said the country was better off without Jim Crow laws." End quote. The editor, whoever this is, left an editor's note, stating, "This item mistakenly said earlier today that Paul had said the country was better with Jim Crow laws. That was a typo and has since been fixed. He said that the country was better off without Jim Crow laws." First off, the excuse is a typo? An entire part of a word was left out, the most important part. This was no slip of the finger and can hardly be blamed on simple error. Secondly, there was no apology. You quoted the man as saying he wanted to go back to Jim Crow, and this does not strike you as an appropriate reason to give an apology? Shame on you, MSNBC. My demand for an apology still stands for this obvious purposely politically motivated misquote. This will not be tolerated. We Ron Paul supporters do not forget. Take care, Mr. Griffin.